Hi guys, welcome back to Gearbest. Today you can see there is a 3D printer on my side and you can tell the brand is called Ortur. Instead of introducing their laser engraver, which we have a quite reputation of, today we're going to tell you this release Ortur Obsidian. And it looks very nice and neat and it's right next to me, but make sure that you stay until the end of the video because we are going to give one free giveaway sample and I hope you are the lucky guy. Okay, so this one is fully assembled right next to me, and all this extrusion part and this metal part and the screws over here, you probably think it's gonna take a while to assemble. But even if this is your first 3D printer, it only takes you about 15 to 20 minutes to assemble it per the manual book. So let's take a look at the overall thing. So this only consists of black and red, which is very classic. And this is a very standard extrusion part that you can purchase from our website or anywhere market. And this is made of extrusion aluminum, and this is metal plate, and this is where you hold the motherboard. Then there are two things you probably notice is first the FFC wires. You can't see all the wires over here because most of them are hidden underneath. But what you can see over here, I will tell you guys one thing which is unique, is this. If you think like this, this printing get a little bit loose, and instead of unassemble all the screws, you can just adjust over here, which is very simple. One over here and another one over here. So this gives you both of the sides to adjust. Another thing is the extrusion part. On most of the 3D printers, the extrusion part is fixed over here. But right now, we are moving this over here together, connected to the nozzle. And then this gives you like a whole design set. So first, it looks neater. But the second part is, by connecting them together, the temperature goes directly from here and over there, which means the printing gonna be more precisely. Okay, other than those, the motherboard is 250 plus 250 plus 300, which is normally at a higher cost. So this one probably gonna save as a package of 30% off. This is a really good deal. Other than all those things, and we are going to show you a little bit. Okay, this is probably hidden, but let's take it off. Another feature is you probably can see a light down here, and it gives you a better sight when it's printing, and you can see the details and where goes good or goes bad. So this is pretty much about the outside. So let's move on to this motherboard. You can see here it's a button, and this one is like the TV. You have the power connected all the time, but you also have an on and off button. And this one you can just press it down and it automatically starts. And this screen right over here, you can see is that the design is much better. This is the Master Obsidian design, and it's better layout. And you can see over here, the first thing is temperature and motion and extrusion print. If you click on the temperature, you can adjust it per different material or per different amount of the filament. And the motion over here, you can also print down is how much you want it to go out. And another thing is about the XYZ axis. You can also make a location by adjusting all the buttons over there. And here, the extrusion part is another place that you can adjust the amount of the material you want it to go out. Oh, that's another thing. We're talking about extrusion material. You guys can already see all the samples over here by my hand. It's like this vase is exactly the same material going over here. And by looking at all the details, you can see how smooth it is, and this is actually very thin. So this is a very typical PLA material, and it can also print this ABS material, which is a part that I'm going to tell you guys why the ABS material is so special about this. So the PLA part, this is a PLA printed sample, and let's compare the details on those two. They're very similar to each other, but you guys know that 3D printer is already very successful or standard by printing the PLA part. But the ABS printing this precisely comparable to this is because the nozzle is right next over to the extrusion part, and it can heat the nozzle directly to 260 Celsius degrees, and with the bed heating up to 120 Celsius degrees. It gives you actually more than just the ABS printing option, because we also have TPU samples over here, which is very impressive because we're still working at home, and when you are going out, you still have to wear this mask. And see how flexible it is. It has very high standard if you want to print this TPU material, and it fits perfectly. I'm going to show you guys that this fits to every side of your face. Other than this, you probably can try to print a wallet. This is quite cool, and the gold color in Chinese, or it could be internationally, it represents fortune. So if you want to just print yourself a TPU material wallet to be cool and showing you have this professionalism, then you can probably do this too. And this is actually one-time print. So I'm actually surprised about how 3D printers are like so up to date and can do this detailed printing stuff. I have one more thing that I want to share with you guys. Is this. It's my first time I ever see that my coworkers print out a assembled part, and you can't listen to it, but I'm going to put it close to my microphone over here. It's really smooth. It's like the poultry things. It sounds like a poultry thing. And looking at all the details over here, you can actually do something and create and make your own prototype by using this machine over here. So we were just talking about the extrusion part, so let's move back over here, and two more functions. So in here is a tools. So you have the option on all these different levels, and we can try to print it. So it has all the different file saving here, and if I click on this and confirm, it will start printing by itself. A couple more things is that everybody care about the safety control part, and we do have with this whole Martin RTOS, and the safety, once it's out of power, and you can press this and it automatically just shut down right away. Or if this is auto power, and you can just start with the memory by pressing this button. Another thing is, it's right next to me, and I'm moving myself very close over here, and I can actually move my microphone over there. Click on confirm and let it print, and you can figure out how noisy it is. You can see the temperature over here, and it's 7 seconds right now. Okay, so it takes about 2 minutes to have this nozzle and a hot bed heated up to 200 Celsius degrees and 60 Celsius degrees. And I'm moving this microphone over to this. It's really silent. You can hear that? And I'm like super noisy compared to this right now. I'm still keeping this right next to this nozzle, and if we zoom in and see, those lines are perfectly next to each other, and the board is not burned out, and you can see how smooth it didn't burn out at all, and it doesn't have anything out of shape. So I can imagine that this printing out will be exactly this sample, and I totally understand with the temperature control why the ABS is so successful and up to detail right now. You guys have been staying with us for this long. It's about time we give you the free away sample and letting you know the rules. So with the global release, this only costs $289. Thinking about that, I just told you guys it saved about 30% of the cost to compatible brands. And another thing is, today, you just subscribe our channel, like our video, and post it and share it on as many networks as possible. So you can just click on know more, and there is a hidden question, and you probably want to get a correct answer. And it's pretty much about it today. I think by the end of September, we do have another new release coming out. So stay with us, and we are still going to give away more 3D printers. So keep safe and see you guys next time. Bye.